Hello Libra, it's Maggie the Irish Gypsy bringing you your November 2024 general reading. We're looking at the first half of November here, and this reading is for you, the air sign of Libra. I hope you're all doing well. As always, thank you for being here, for taking the time to watch these videos and making yourself part of the gift it is for me to be able to create them. For those of you who like, share, and subscribe, my gratitude to you as well. Thank you. Libra. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. This is for you. Cross-watchers, if you're cross-watching for a Libran, this video is also relevant and important for you as well. It is a general reading. It may resonate a little differently for everyone who watches. Take what resonates for you. Leave the rest behind. If you know any or all of your other signs, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, watch those videos as well. It can be helpful in bringing in additional insight and perspective. And if you find that something does hit home for you or it does resonate with you and you'd like to take a deeper look at something, and you'd like to reach out for a personal reading with me or information about that for yourself or as a gift for someone else, or you simply just resonate with the reading style, if you're interested, please email me at maggie1mcguire@gmail.com. You can see that contact information by clicking the description of this video or clicking the word that says more, and you'll see it there. I'd love to hear from you. I can usually get back to you quickly, same day or within the first 24 hours. I do offer quite a wide variety of reading choices, all areas of life, different types, lengths, costs, styles, spreads. I've put a little something in there for everyone. And I'm quite focused and diligent on the timely scheduling of personal readings as well, because it's all that I do. I do this full time. So if you're interested, you can email me. All right, Libra, let's see what the first half of November 2024 looks like for you. What is the first half of November bringing in for our Librans? For those of you who like to know, I am using the Royal Deluxe Tarot, clarifying with the Gilded Tarot. We begin with the Nine of Swords. Stress, anxiety, fear of an unknown future. Worried, overthinking it, thinking about it too much, thinking about it with like negative connotations. Well, if I do this, this horrible thing will probably happen. If I don't do this, this horrible thing will probably happen. If I do this other thing, this other horrible thing will probably happen, right? It's building it up to be so big and stressful in your head that it actually often doesn't even match the external reality of a situation, but it can be quite paralyzing. So lessen that by focusing also on the possibility and potential. The Fool, brand new beginnings. The Fool has the 0 on his card or her card because this is where the tarot circle starts. It's the tarot cycle starts. The Fool is the very first major arcana card. So this is where the journey begins. It's about a whole new chapter. It's about stepping outside of your comfort zone, taking a risk, perhaps a calculated risk. I mean, we want to make sure there's water in the pool before we jump, right? But it's stepping out into the unknown, kind of taking a leap of faith. And there's a lot of stress, anxiety, and fear here because you don't know how it's going to turn out. It represents a complete new chapter of life. You know, the page is blank because the Fool is the very first major arcana card. The World card is the last major arcana card. So all the cards between the Fool and the World represent a cycle or a chapter or a phase in our life, right? We reach the end of it. We've learned what we can learn from it, and we move on to a new one. We go through many of these in our life. So stressed about a brand new beginning. It's a path that if you choose to take it will take some amount of courage. We have the Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups is charging in with his Knight of Cups, with his chalice of cups or water, which is emotion. This is typically our love night. It's an offer or opportunity, driven by love, support, and encouragement, or is love, support, and encouragement. With the King of Wands, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius energy, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or somebody who's showing up as the King of Wands. Now, this is a general reading, so I don't focus too much on specific signs or gender, so this could be female as well. This is attached to this person. They're offering something to you. Next, we have the Page of Cups, the beginning of emotional awareness, being emotionally open. It could be little messages coming in, driven by love and support. needing to be open, vulnerable, curious, with the Ten of Swords, which indicates an inevitable ending that, is being accepted here. I mean, swords, the suit of swords is governed by the energy, the element of air, which is your element as well, Libra. So it often represents, the intellectual landscape for us, which is our belief systems, our ideologies, our perceptions and perspectives, because that, drives what we tell ourselves reality is and how we react to that. And tens representing cycle conclusion or fulfillment in the tarot. The Ten of Swords represents coming to the challenging, if not painful, realization that something is at an end. It's run its course. It's not going to be what we thought it was going to be. And so there's moving on and healing and letting go of that here. It might be a specific relationship for some of you. From the bottom of the deck, representing the overall focus or theme or subject matter, Libra, for the first half of November for you is the King of Cups, which is water, emotion. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, showing up as a king but could be a female. So we have two people here. Might be a third-party situation for some of you, needing to choose between two people. It may be that a person that you've been involved with or been investing in, perhaps it's time for that relationship to come to an end. There's a new person coming in here. For others of you, it might not be a third-party situation. It just may represent that there is something coming in. Someone is bringing an offer or opportunity to you, likely love, but it could be support, love, and encouragement in another area. And the King of Cups here, like the Page of Cups, invites you to be emotionally open, stable, balanced, mature, intelligent. You don't wear everything on your sleeve. The King of Cups has learned not to do that. There's a time and there's a place, right? But needing to be emotionally open and emotionally aware during this time. So let's break that down. Let's take a look at that King of Cups for the overall focus. And it may be that this one person that's bringing this offer in, you're afraid to take this chance. I can quite clearly see here a fear of taking this new opportunity because it's fear of a complete unknown future. For some of you, this may not be in the love area of your life at all because it's a general reading, right? It may be that this Fool card represents stepping out into the unknown in some other area of life for you, but you do have somebody who's showing you support and encouragement during it. Let's take a look at that King of Cups. The Two of Cups. Soulmates, kindred spirits, best friends, temperance, balance, Judgment, and the Chariot. Well, this person is bringing a new opportunity, potentially balance, into your life. They are showing up as a soulmate, meaning there's a karmic connection between the two of you for the purposes of you each having the opportunity to grow and evolve through this connection, whether it's romantic or otherwise. There's a choice, a decision placed in front of you, either by this person or spirits doing it through this person. And you're responsible for what that is, because we have Judgment here. Judgment represents, a call to action. Are you going to answer it or are you not? Free will, free agency, we can all self-determine, right? But either way, you're responsible for it because that's what judgment means. It means being called to answer for our actions. It takes the rule of law in justice and applies it with some compassion and kindness, but still there's accountability and responsibility. So you're being given an opportunity here. It's kind of an indication of spirit bringing this opportunity to you. The Chariot does imply that there are challenges on this path. There may be a lot of moving parts you have to kind of pull together and focus in one direction, but show me a path that doesn't, right? And it's not a path worth walking, in my opinion. But there are challenges here, and it's going to require an enormous leap of faith. For some of you, it might be leaving one person for the other. But this is a general reading. So it's a karmic connection bringing you an opportunity to move in a completely different direction. Nine of Swords and the Fool. The Four of Cups. For those of you that are already in some situation, relationship, job that isn't satisfying, but that is familiar and known to you, so you stay with it because of that familiarity. There are some things you get out of it and it's familiar to you. Don't turn down a new opportunity out of a sense of that apathy or laziness, right? Because the Four of Cups can imply that you're already in a situation that isn't fulfilling for you, but you stay because it's familiar, it's known, perhaps there's history there. There's a new offer coming in, but the person is reluctant or resistant to taking it because it requires change. I mean, we are clarifying, the Nine of Swords and the Fool here. We have the Ace of Wands here, a new beginning, perhaps an exciting new beginning. And then we have the King of Wands again with the Five of Swords. For romance, it may be that there's somebody that you're already in a relationship with who really does not want to let go of you. You may feel like there's a part of you that doesn't want to let go of them. This is for people that are in a third-party relationship, a third-party situation. Is it worth it? It's going to require a huge, significant, profound change. There's some doors, maybe one in particular, that you're going to have to close in order to move forward. And you're asking yourself, is it worth it? Knight of Cups, King of Wands. There's that Nine of Swords. It's interesting because the Nine of Swords was clarified by the King of Wands, and we have the King of Wands here now clarified by the Nine of Swords. There's stress, anxiety, worry, fear of an unknown future around this person. The Lovers, a relationship at a crossroads. Choices need to be made either about the relationship or in another area of life that's going to significantly affect the relationship. Four of Swords, Five of Wands. There's a feeling of conflict and competition here. Again, it feels like there's two people that want you here, Libra. The nature of what it is they want may vary because it's a general reading. It could be work. It could be work affecting your love life. Could be your love life affecting work that way. Well, if I accept this offer, then I'm going to have to not do this over here. Or for some of you, it's straight up two people, you're connected to one of them already, but perhaps that relationship has not been fulfilling for you. It hasn't been offering you. It's pretty clear here that whatever situation you have been in, it's not satisfying for you. It's not fulfilling for you. There's a new opportunity coming in. That's the fundamental truth of this reading, regardless of whether you throw in work or romance, right? You're already in a situation, but you've been in it feels like for quite some time. You've invested in it, work or relationship. It's not satisfying for you, and maybe you felt stuck in it, but at the same time, there's a certain familiarity and comfort in that because you know it, right? There's a new opportunity here that's going to require a significant change, very profound change. And so you're that's where you're stuck. Now, the situation, the job, the relationship that you have been in, there's this sense of competition here, clearly, and choices that need to be made here. Page of Cups. Now, Page of Cups and Ten of Swords, is kind of a strong indication or leaning towards needing to realizing that something is at an end or it's never going to be what you wanted it to be, and needing to let go of that so you can move on. That feels like where this reading is pointing to. We have the Fool again, the Page of Cups again, the Ten of Pentacles. So this energy, I feel, is associated with this King of Cups, Page of Cups here. This new path, while scary and nerve-wracking and a total leap of faith, is a path that leads to or builds long-term security and stability, whether it's financial, material, emotional, or a combination of all of those. But then we have the Three of Swords with that as well, which means that alongside this, you're going to have to close out something. And there's going to be, quite understandably, some emotional pain, perhaps a breakup, a separation, and needing to heal moving forward, right? Advice, guidance, feedback from Spirit. Queen of Swords, that's you, male or female. Aquarius, Gemini, Libra energy. The Tower. The Tower as advice represents embracing the change. No matter what it ends, no matter what comes crumbling down. Because remember, in the tarot, after the Tower comes the Star to renew, restore, and rebuild something truly long-lasting and stable, like in that Ten of Pentacles. There's an incredible amount of potential and possibility in this new path. The Star. The Wheel of Fortune and the World. Oh, these major arcana cards. God, Spirit, angels, and guides. Bringing about the end of a significant chapter in your life so that a new chapter can begin to be written. Free will, free agency. You can say yes, you can say no. Spirit has given us the free will to self-determine, the majority of the time. Change is coming in. We often can't prevent that, especially when Spirit says, okay, it's time for this to happen, right? We have no control over that. What we do have control over is how we navigate through it. So Spirit is saying here to embrace the change. All right, I'm going to leave it there, Libra. Those are your messages for the first half of November 2024. For those of you for whom it hit home and resonated, I hope that it was helpful. I hope it provided some perhaps insight and clarity into your own personal situation or validation. If it did hit home and you'd like to take a deeper dive on it and reach out for a personal reading with me for yourself or as a gift for someone else, or you simply resonated with the reading style, if you're interested, email me, Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. You can see that contact information by clicking the description or the word that says more attached to this video. I would be delighted to hear from you and to work with you. I will see you all a short while for the next set of readings. Until then, stay well, stay safe. Hope to see you back here again soon, and I hope to hear from some of you as well. Bye-bye.